Hi guys, I know it's been a little bit. I'm just gonna let you know, I guess, beforehand. There's gonna be times where, like, I might take short or even long breaks. Things happen in life, and when you are a survivor of narcissism, even though you're a survivor and you're no contact and you feel like you're healing, things can still trigger you. Like, I've only been no contact for a little over a year and a half. So something can trigger you to be, I don't know, I guess become a hermit and I don't know, just take like a break from other people in the world and everything and just kind of focus on your life and healing to move past the event that triggered you. So whenever things get overwhelming, or even if I become busy with stuff, like this next month I'm actually going to be very busy, but I'm going to try to make some more videos. Anyway, this video is a letter from a narcissist, which is my narcissist, my narcissistic mother. She had sent a package to my daughter, my 9-year-old daughter, and she opened it. And there's a nice, like, 3.5-page letter to me. And what upset me is she addressed the box to my daughter, knowing that she's going to open it. And my daughter's 9, so she knows she can read. So the sick part is that she was hoping my daughter would read it so that she could, I guess, trick my daughter into thinking events have happened when they haven't. So I'm pretty thankful that when she opened the box, I was there and I saw this letter in there and saw all this writing. So I made sure to read it because we all know that narcissists can be quite nasty. So I'm just going to get into the letter. I want to know how my daughter is. I'm not stupid. I know what you did to her when she was a newborn. You said she fell off the bed. Not true. What did you do to her? Shake her. That's what it sounds like. That's why she was so slow. You, Wes, and your father also ruined her. Screaming, swearing, fighting. You made her the way she is, a nervous wreck. That's why she wet the bed all the time. I hope you are proud of yourself. You were always on that stupid laptop to even take care of her. She had to fend for herself. She had to eat whatever she could find. You were too lazy to cook a decent meal for her. Since your teenage years, you have always been angry and selfish person. No emotions except anger. You need to change your ways. I know you won't let me talk or see her because you know I'm right. I love you girls and want to be in your life. Now that's a typical narcissist. They'll spend almost a whole entire page bashing you. And then that one sentence they'll say, but I love you. That's not love. Love isn't making things up and making false accusations. And taking some things that are actually normal and making them sound bad. Like the whole wetting the bed thing. She was potty training. Kids who potty train wet the bed. When they're potty training, you put them to eat, like when they take a nap during the day, you still put them in their little panties and you put them to bed knowing that they're probably going to wet the bed. That's part of potty training. But anyway, I'm just going to say it hurt a lot to read that, knowing that she wanted my daughter to read it and that she was trying to put false things in her head. Grandpa, which is my dad, and they're not together, they live a town apart from each other. Grandpa gave me a lot of money for my daughter for Christmas. Does she still like clothes from Justice? What does she want for Christmas? I thought of getting her a camcorder. What do you think? Maybe you guys can help out with that. It seems like a narcissistic move. I thought of getting her a camcorder. What do you think? Personally, knowing my mom, I think that line might have something to do with she's hoping that my daughter will use the camcorder to catch me doing something I'm not supposed to be doing, or abusing her, or trying to fear me into acting right, as she would probably put it. That's my thought, but I want to hear what you guys think about that. Have her send me a list. 2 years ago, I had cancer. This year, I was in ICU in April for 10 days. Very sick. They don't know what it was. Called it an unknown origin. I don't remember much of it. Had a cyst in my right breast. Infected. Had to have it out. Now I have a big lump, but it's not cancer. The doctor said it'll just go away. Dave, which is my half-brother, he went through hell for a while. He got hit in the head at work. 3 days later, he had a wicked seizure. He's okay now, but it was scary. I was a nutcase. Okay. I still live in a lot of pain. I had shots in my lower back and my right shoulder. I was doing fine until one day I went to step up onto a bus and the driver shut the door and I went flying. Got hurt. The back and shoulder started hurting again and got more shots. They best cough up some money. I'm sick of being in pain. I can't do much or walk far. It's no fun being alone. As always, I go through everything alone. I forget what it's like to be happy. I can't spell it. It looks like Lexapro for depression. Life is too short. We need to be a family. You, my daughter, Dave and me, can we please? I love and miss you so much. I would like to be happy before I die. Yes, I would like to be happy before I die by having you to abuse until the day I die. Not gonna happen, lady. See, this is what hoovering is. And all she cares about is her. She just wants her supply until she dies. And the best thing is never reply. I'm not going to reply to this, but I will, I will send a letter to my father to let him know, I guess, what my daughter wants for Christmas, but I'm going to let him know that I got a letter, and I say something like, okay, well, Mom said you gave her a bunch of money to get stuff for my daughter for Christmas. This is the stuff that she wants. You don't need to send her anything, but she'll be happy with whatever. Maybe if I wasn't so depressed, I could feel better. Oh, and this is where she guilt trips me and tries to pretend like she knows my daughter. You hurt my daughter when you sent her grandmother away. I didn't send her away. She left. You know how much she loves me. How could you do such a thing if you love her? There she's insinuating that I don't love her because I took her away from my abusive mother who abused me and then was starting in on my daughter. So I took her second supply away. You know how much she loves me. Oh, I already read that part. You would make her very happy if she could talk to Grandma. You hurt her bad because you are my daughter and I love you very much. I forgive you for everything. Yeah, she forgives me for taking her narcissistic supply. I miss you. Let's forget the past and get on to being a family. I love you and miss you. I miss my girls. Love, Mom. You sent Grandpa a picture of my daughter and Santa. I didn't get one. What do you want for Christmas? And my fiance. I'm not getting any younger. Please, please. Every single bit of this is typical narcissistic behavior, manipulation, projecting, gaslighting, everything. I don't even know where to begin with her thinking that she knows my daughter well enough to even assume that she misses her. My daughter does not miss her. My daughter is upset that my mother stole $300 right out of her crayon bank that she has. Over $300. She doesn't want to speak to her grandmother again. And I don't want to speak to my mother again because of what she's done. My daughter's father is a narcissist. And I've kind of, in kid terms, explained to her the way her dad is with her is kind of like how my mom was to me. That, you know, they're just all around bad parents. And they don't care about anybody but themselves. And so she understands, like I said, in kid terms. So she doesn't like Grandma that much because she doesn't like the fact that her grandma hurt her mommy. And when she's older, I'll explain better to her on how Grandma also hurt her. By, you know, like when she was younger and stuff, telling my daughter that I'm a bad mom to her. My mom's whole goal was, and it's always been the goal since I was pregnant, to paint a picture of a bad mother because she wants custody of my daughter. Because my daughter is my twin, and I know my mother, she wants I guess, like a second chance at raising me. And she kind of feels like, well, I'm assuming she feels like if she were to raise my daughter, then it's her second chance to prove that she could be better, even though she's not going to be. But my mom's like 70. She's going to be 71 next month. And there's just, I don't know. She's been obsessed with wanting my daughter, wanting custody of her. Even though there is no reason for anyone to have custody of my daughter except for me. The whole first page is bashing me and then telling me she loves me. And then the rest of the letter is, well, there's one little part about what my daughter wants for Christmas, and then the rest is talking about her health problems, her feelings, what she wants, what would make her feel better, what would make her be happy. There's nothing in here. Oh, and her forgiving me. There's nothing in here about being sorry for what she's done. She just shows like no responsibility at all. Pretty much is blaming everything on me and painting me as a bad person, a bad mother, everything. I know this isn't true, but this triggered so much. And my fiance tells me to like stop reading it, but in my mindset is the more I read it, the more I can, I guess, mentally toughen myself up so that when or if she sends future letters, I can take it better. I'm the type of person that's incredibly curious. So if she sends me a letter, I'm going to read it. I can't ignore it. But what I can do is not reply to it. And I'm not going to. All I'm going to do is just send a letter to my dad saying, this is what she said about Christmas. These are the things my daughter wants for Christmas and stuff like that. Sorry, I had to take like a little breather. So that is a letter from my narcissist. If you have any comments or want to talk about letters that you've gotten from your narcissist, you know, don't tell me never to read these things. I'm curious. I'm always going to read it. I'm trying to build a thicker skin. I mean, already as a survivor, all of us as survivors, we gradually build thicker skin. We have to in order to survive everything that we've gone through growing up with narcissists. So when you don't have contact with your narcissist for a long time and you feel like you can relax, you can breathe, you can have an easy life or easier and try to heal and all that jazz. And then all of a sudden, boom, they send a letter. And it all just hits you like a wrecking ball in the gut. And it affects you because you kind of thought you were over it. But the real way to get rid of a narcissist is when they die. Because no matter what, they're going to spend their life hoovering. They're going to test the waters every so often when they think that you're weak. When you're in a you're vulnerable, and when you least expect it, because this definitely was not expected. I would expect something at Christmas or on a birthday, not just some random day in October. So anyway, go ahead and leave me a comment, and I'll try to get another video out soon. Take care, guys.